Okay. Pop that there. Okay. And we are live. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome back. We're starting on time again today, which is incredible. Twice in a row. Gotta be a record. Let me just turn this down a little bit. That's better. So hello and welcome back to Trucking Tuesday, where today, as you can see, I am finally playing TRUCKERSMP. Highly requested. Every single time I play Euro Truck on stream, people are always asking, why don't you play TRUCKERSMP? Well, here I am. I'm playing it now. So we're going to dive straight in, and I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm only just playing TRUCKERSMP now, why I haven't played it before now, and why I've suddenly decided to play it. But let's dive in. We're going to go Simulation 1, because that's the busiest one. And of course, TRUCKERSMP is an open multiplayer server, so feel free to pop in and join me. There's about 2,000 people on the server right now. And I do apologise in advance if there's any... Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just say, you know, there's 2,000 players on this server, and they all have microphones. So if you hear any comments of any nature that are not from me, but from random players on the server, I apologise in advance. But hopefully, we'll have a nice time. It'll all be nice and respectful. We're currently in Calais, which is one of the absolute busiest places on the server. Along with Duisburg, so I'm sure there's going to be tons of traffic around as soon as we load in. But let's do it. Let's jump in. Thanks for following, Connell. Thanks very much. With lots of L's. Thank you. So the server's about half full at the minute. It's 5,000 players max, and there's just under 2,000 players active at the minute, so... it's a little bit quieter than it can be. It can be a lot busier. I'm not sure how well my internet's going to handle it either. We will just have to wait and see. Oh yeah, lots of players about right now. So again, we are on TRUCKERSMP. It is a multiplayer server, and as you can see, there are all these trucks, every single truck you see is another player. So lots and lots of players about. We are currently, we've got the trans truck obviously with a low loader. And we're going to go straight in and look for a job with the low loader. Calais to... I don't want to take a helicopter. I've had enough of those. I mean, maybe just to Paris. That's not too far. Let's take that one. How do I join, says Patrick. So to join, all you need to do... Oh, my brakes flipped again. To join, all you need to do is download TRUCKERSMP. It is technically a mod, so you have to install it to be able to play it. But once you've installed it, you can join the server. There's, I think, 10 different servers But the busiest one is usually Simulation 1, which is the server that I'm playing on right now. There's about 2,000 players in the game right now. On mobile, says Patrick, no, you can't play on mobile. You will need to have Euro Truck Simulator 2 on PC. But yes, everyone you see here, every single truck you see around us is another player. There's quite a few of them. Oh, hold on. Wait, yeah, I did press the right button. There we go. So you'll also notice that collisions are disabled when you're inside a yard or petrol station or somewhere like that, just because if they weren't it would be impossible. But when you're out on the actual road, you can collide with other players, so do drive carefully. And we're off! A helicopter again. This is, I'm getting flashbacks. We're not driving it all the way to South Africa this time, though. So, thanks for following Franz Shimmy. PS5, says Patrick. No, PC only, I'm afraid. Euro Truck is only available on PC, and I think Mac as well, which is same thing, really. But yeah, it's not on any consoles, unfortunately. Thanks for following Anthony92929. Also, ooh, don't know what happened to my accent there. Also, I will be checking chat slightly less often than usual, because I do need to concentrate on the road. With a lot of other players around, obviously, you do have to be quite careful, because, to be quite honest, the real players are even worse than the AI traffic, to be honest, most of the time. Genuinely, the AI traffic drives better than the other players. Just something to keep in mind. Because you delivered a smashed-up helicopter last time, says Dr. Lad. So yeah, I mean, partly that, and partly because it took like 2 months to do. But this is a much shorter job. We're only going from Calais to Paris today. So it's good to finally be in TRUCKERSMP. Again, every single time I play Euro Truck, people ask me if I'm going to play TRUCKERSMP. Your prayers have been answered. Here I am now. The reason that I've not played TRUCKERSMP before now, okay. You see what I mean about other players not being able to drive? He's going to ram straight into me. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason that I haven't played TRUCKERSMP before now is mainly, well, there's mainly two reasons. First of all, when I first started playing Euro Truck on stream, I was playing modded Euro Truck, and you can't play TRUCKERSMP with mods. There is a pro mods server, but, you know, I played with lots of other mods as well, and there's no, you know, obviously there's not a server for the specific mod pack that only I have. So to play modded Euro Truck, you can't really be doing big servers like this. So that was the main reason that I didn't play TRUCKERSMP when I first started streaming Euro Truck. But obviously earlier this year I moved back to the vanilla game so that I could do convoys with people. and I thought now would be a good time to actually do some Truckers MP. So here we are, and the other reason was the internet as well. Historically, my Wi-Fi has not been great, but I did actually upgrade to a better provider last year, right at the end of last year. So hopefully we won't have too much trouble connection-wise. But it is good. It is good to be on Truckers MP because, like I say, it's been like 2 or 3 years since I last played on Truckers MP, and that was back when I wasn't as experienced with the game as I am now. I hadn't really owned the game for very long, and I didn't really have much fun with it. But getting back into it now, I re-downloaded Truckers MP over the weekend and you know, took it for a spin. It's a lot more fun than I remember, mostly because I'm a better driver now. I can't speak for the other players. Some of them are very good drivers, some of them less so. But it is a lot more fun than it was last time I played it. Thanks for following, Jordan. Do you go on any bus simulators, says Draydog the Explorer and Collector Guy? Yes, I haven't for a while, but I do have OMSI, the Omnibus Simulator. We did play that a couple of times. I think last time we played it was January, when we tried out the Yorkshire Counties mod pack, DLC, sorry. That was a lot of fun. I would like to play more OMSI. I don't know when, but there will be more OMSI coming soon. I'm not really that into buses, to be quite honest, but the game is very fun, so I would definitely like to revisit it. Okay, it's gotten a bit quieter now. Ooh. One thing you will notice about this, about Truckers MP as well, is that players will stay in a very specific area. First of all, if you have any of the DLCs, don't even bother. Don't bother going to Spain. Don't bother going to Romania. There's not going to be any other players there. If you want to play Truckers MP to see other players, don't bother going to any of the DLC areas because they're always completely empty. Stick to the vanilla map areas, and in particular, if you really want to see lots of other players, then stick to northeastern France, West Germany, and Belgium. That's like the busiest area on the map. And if I just zoom out to the big map, the road between Calais and Lille, between Calais and Duisburg, that is by far the busiest place. Calais and Duisburg are the two busiest cities on the map. They are like completely gridlocked when the server's full, so depending on how many other players you want to interact with, you can visit or avoid those areas. But yeah, that whole sort of area, Belgium, northern France, that's where most of the players tend to conglomerate. So head there if you want to, you know, interact with other players. But you can see, I mean, even now, I'm only heading to Paris, which is only a tiny bit further south than that, but there's already, like, hardly anyone about down here. Which is one of, probably one of my only, well, probably one of my biggest complaints about Truckers MP, is that it's so quiet outside of certain specific areas. And I get it. I get that not everyone owns the DLCs, so the DLC areas are usually empty. But you know, it's a multiplayer server. The whole point of being on a multiplayer server is to see other players, right? And it's just a shame that some of the areas are just completely empty and there's no one else around. Like, there are literally 2,000 other people in this game right now. and the roads are empty around here. And also the lack of AI traffic. I completely understand why there isn't AI traffic, because in the busier areas, the AI traffic and all of the players would just cause absolute carnage. But when you get out into places like this, there's no other players around, there's no AI traffic around, it's literally just me on a completely empty motorway. It's not particularly exciting. But, again, having said that, we will try to stick to the busier areas. I will probably get the next job, I'll try to head back up towards Belgium, maybe like Brussels or Dusseldorf. That's where you really find lots of people. Pro Mods is miles better and more fun if you ask me, says Chris. Yeah, my problem with the Pro Mods server is that it's even smaller than this server. This server has a maximum of 5,000 players. The Pro Mods server has a maximum of 2,000 players, and it's a way bigger map. So there's less players, and they're more spread out. So like you're even less likely to run into other players on the Pro Mods server, which is a shame because I do love Pro Mods. Big fan of Pro Mods, as you may be aware if you're a regular viewer. I just wish there was a server where the AI traffic was on as well. Maybe there is. If anyone knows of like a server, a Euro Truck server that has AI traffic enabled, that would be really cool. I would like that very much. Thanks for following, by the way, Chris. What are you doing for dinner tonight? Says Catman Charlie. I don't know yet, Catman Charlie. Haven't decided yet. It's been a little bit warmer the last few days, so I've not really been eating big meals, you know? It's that kind of weather where you don't really want to cook something big, so you just do, like, a burger or something like that. There's another player. I didn't honk my horn, but that's the first player we've encountered in, like, the last 10 minutes. But yeah, it's just one of those days where I'll just wait till I get hungry and see what I can find. Okay, hopefully there'll be a few players in Paris. We're not actually going into Paris proper, we're like right on the outskirts, so unlikely we'll see any players around here. Sorry, itchy nose. Yeah, I think we'll definitely go somewhere busier after this. We'll head into the busier territory. I might even go to Duisburg. Trust me, I'm not exaggerating. Duisburg is absolute gridlock 90% of the time. It is crazy. It's like a fucking gauntlet, I'm telling you. But we might go there. We might check it out. Just see what it's like over there at the minute. I don't know why either. I don't understand why Duisburg specifically. I would imagine that the capital cities would be the busiest areas, like Paris, Berlin, Brussels, but they're not. Like, the busiest areas are Calais and Duisburg. I mean, Calais I can understand because it's where the ferry is to the UK. But Duisburg, it just seems it's such a random place for it to be the busiest place on the map. But it is. And you'll see, because we're going to go there after I've done this job. We're gonna brave it. I mean, I'm not hanging around here. There's nobody else here. We've encountered one other player in like the last 15 minutes. What game is that? Says the general. This is well, it's Euro Truck Simulator, but I'm playing on the TRUCKERSMP server. Also, if you have American Truck Simulator, there is a TRUCKERSMP server for that as well. But nowhere near as busy as the European server. Oh, there's another player here. Round the back, I think. System says server will be updated in 1 minute. Okay, we might actually get kicked from the server because it's updating. So we may have to wait a couple of minutes to get back in. We're the wrong way around here. There's another player, Yomo Trucker 999. Oh, I hear someone else. Server closed the connection. To connect again, restart game. Okay. So the server has just been shut down to update, so we are going to have to just quit the game and relaunch it real quick, but it won't take a second. I don't know how regularly the server updates. I think it's, you know, every couple of days or whatever. It might be once a day. They might do like a regular maintenance thing. But there is an update there, so just give me a second whilst I update. Is it a phone game, says the general? No, it's PC only, unfortunately. No consoles, no mobile devices. You will need a computer. Okay, game's relaunching. Just make sure that the live stream's actually picking it up. Looks like it is. Okay, and we're back in. There's currently 57 people in the server. That number will go up very quickly. Obviously, the server's just restarted, so everyone's going to have to rejoin. But we'll get in now. So if we take a job that goes back up towards Belgium, by the time we get there, the server will probably be filled up again. So let's do that. And we're in. Okay, jobs, cargo market. Paris to... Mannheim, maybe. I'm not really too worried about how well the jobs pay, because we've already got way more money than we need. It doesn't seem like there's any to Germany, which is a shame. Well, not to the part of Germany that we want to go to, anyway. I guess our best option would be... Let's try Reims. Crawler tractor. That seems like a decent job. Let's do that. And like I say, by the time we get back to the busy area of the map, it should actually be busy again, because everyone will have rejoined the server by that point. Oh, I should refuel, really. I mean, I've already driven past the petrol station now, but I could do with a refuel. Good timing. Good timing again. Oh, bad timing. Bound to happen eventually. You see what I mean, though? It's just, it's very, very quiet without the AI traffic. I'm in neutral. That explains why I wasn't moving. But where... Okay, we are actually heading into the city centre, so we might find a few players there. Fingers crossed. Double tap X, says Catman Charlie. I don't know what you mean. I'll be honest with you, Charlie. Sorry. Is that a reference to something? Oh, for the likes. Okay, thank you. Looks like the sun's coming out outside as well, so if my face suddenly gets very shadowed, that's why. Because my window's right behind me. Looks like the camera's lagging a bit as well. I do apologise. It happens. It will fix itself after a while, but sorry if the camera does lag behind the audio a little bit. This is our exit. Oh, I see another player on the map. I don't think we're going to bump into them though. No, we're just going to miss them. There they go. I don't need that on anymore. Embarrassing, says F. Please elaborate, F. What's embarrassing you? It's okay to talk, you know. Tell us what's on your mind. dear. Came in a bit fast there. Oh. Oh, because I almost missed the corner. Right, okay, I see. I see. Sorry, I thought you were being mean, as people often are in my comment section, but if it was just a good-natured joke, then fair enough. Oh, wait. I thought I could go all the way around the building, but apparently not. Whoops. There we go. What are we taking here? A tractor? Yeah, big old Challenger style crawler tractor. Lovely. And we're taking this to Reims. I promise we are going to go to a busier part of the map after this job. Again, I know I've already said it 5 times, but the thing about Truckers MP is all the players just gather in one area. Like, no one ever comes to Paris, no one ever goes to Berlin. That literally all the players just stay in one place, which is basically just Belgium. So if you want to actually interact with other players, you have to stay in that area. Fuel, says Catman Charlie. Yes, thank you for reminding me. There is a fuel station not too far up ahead, so we will pull in there. Ooh, try to stay on in the lane, Sol. We got 613 miles worth of fuel left yet, though, so we should be good to go for now. How are we doing for damage? 1% on the trailer. That's not a big deal. Trailer's always got 1% on it. Other players. What are you playing? Says Chavd22. I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator. I'm on Truckers MP right now, which is a multiplayer server for Euro Truck Simulator. We're currently driving from Paris to Reims with a tractor. Is that a Saab truck, says Fernando? No, this is a Scania, the Scania Streamline R730. When we're on a straighter bit of road, I can show you what it looks like from outside. There we go. You can see the R730 badge there. Scania Streamline R730 in the colours of the Trans Pride flag. Whoa! And I've just crashed it into a barrier. Whoops. I did take that corner a bit too fast there. Is it on Xbox, says Chav? It isn't, I'm afraid. The original Euro Truck Simulator is, but it's a very different game. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is on PC only, I'm afraid. I'm not sure why it's not on... I mean, I can understand why it wasn't on last-gen consoles, but this could easily run on a PS5 or whatever the latest Xbox is called. So... I don't know why it's not currently available on consoles, but it isn't. How's Luna, says Evan. Luna is doing fine, thank you for asking, Evan. I took some more pictures of her the other day, which I would like to post on TikTok when I've got a day that I'm not streaming, so you might get to see those later this week. But she's doing very, very well, thank you for asking. In fact, when I get to the petrol station and I stop for petrol, I can actually show you the photos that I took. I got some lovely close-ups. It's really hard to get close-up photos of her because she's really tiny and my phone's camera isn't the best quality in the world. But I managed to get 2 really nice close-up photos. Like I say, when I get to a good stopping point, I'll show you. Another player. Okay. Rude. Who's Luna again, says Catman Charlie. Luna is my Phidippus ardens jumping spider. If you want to learn more about Luna, I do have a video about her, which I posted quite recently. You won't have to scroll too far back to find it. And I posted some well, not selfies, I posted some photos of her recently as well, if you want to check those out. But yeah, she's doing very well. She's eating a lot more, which is odd, because she didn't eat very much when I first got her. She ate, like, for the first, like, 6 months, she would eat very rarely, like, once a fortnight or something, but now she has started eating a lot more often. Which is good, because they are supposed to eat quite often. But it's weird that it's only now that she's suddenly got a much bigger appetite. It's nothing to do with molting or anything like that, because she's already fully grown. If she was going to molt, she would have done it by now. I've had her nearly 10 months. It's just weird. She just seems to have gained an appetite. Like, if she had a big appetite and then lost it, I'd be a little bit concerned, because, like, oh, maybe she's getting on a bit, maybe it's nearly her time. But she started out with no appetite, and then she gained one. What does that mean? What happens when you gain an appetite? What does that mean? What's the significance of that? Are you going to show on live today? Yes, I've got a couple of photos that I'd like to show you. Let me just pull in here. There we go. That's another player there. Okay, while we just take a quick pause, I do want to show you these photos that I have taken of Luna. If you're not a big fan of spiders, do look away now. Because I've got a couple of really great close-up photos of her. Maybe spiders have seasonal eating habits, says Evan. Maybe. It has been a lot warmer recently, so maybe, you know, maybe she's just been eating more because it's nicer weather and she's been a bit more active, so she's using more energy or something like that. Could be, could be. Okay, so here are a couple of the photos that I took of her recently. Again, if you don't like spiders, look away now. But here we go. We hold that right up there. There she is. And then this one, which I absolutely love. If I can get it nice and close to the camera. That is by far the best photo that I've ever taken of Luna. It's like the most high resolution. Like, I don't know how well it shows up on stream, but you can see like every single hair on her body, which is really good, because usually when I take photos of her, they look like crap. They're really unfocused and you know, stuff like that. But those two photos in particular turned out really well. I've also got a photo of her as my wallpaper on my phone. That is absolutely one of my favourite photos ever. She is so cute. I can't get over how cute she looks in that photo. But again, I'll probably be posting those photos on TikTok very soon as well, if you want to see them a little bit better. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those today, because I'm very happy with them. Like I say, those are the best photos I've ever taken of her. Oh, someone's trying to pass me, I think. Oh, he's got tractors as well. Different tractors, though. And I've only got one. I've got an itch in my ear. Oh, what's happened to my wheels? My chair wheels. There we go, that'll do. He's going much faster, says Charlie. Yeah, one thing you will notice on TruckersMP is people do not respect speed limits at all. Probably because the server doesn't actually enforce speed limits. There are rules that the server does enforce. If you drive on the wrong side of the road, or if you run red lights and stuff like that, you will get kicked from the server. But they don't actually enforce any speeding rules. So people will very happily drive very, very fast on the server. Just bear that in mind. People do not obey the speed limits on the server. Go faster then. I could go a bit faster. I don't like to go too fast because it's dangerous, you know. But I can go. I'll go up to about 60. I think 60's reasonable. And technically 60 is within the speed limit, because the speed limit right now is 56, and you can go up to 10% over before it's illegal. So we're good there. What are you playing? Says JG Villa. I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're currently on TruckersMP, the multiplayer server, and we're on our way to Reims. Well, we're in Reims now, delivering a tractor. Big old crawler track. Fast as my second name, says Catman Charlie. Well, I'll take your word on that. I suppose we could do 65. Let's do 65, but no more than that. Oh, scratch that, we have to come off the motorway now, so let's slow it down. Oh, it's the guy with the tractors who passed us earlier. I bet they're going to the exact same place as well. I bet there's only one, like, farm in this city, and we're both going to be going there. Yeah, we are. We're both going to the same place. Ooh, way too fast into that corner, but here we are. We managed to catch back up. Oh, don't jackknife, Saul, don't jackknife. There he is. What are the odds, like, that we just happened to bump into this guy who was delivering to the exact same place as we are? And he's also delivering tractors. There we go. Okay, so next up, we need to go. We're going somewhere busier. We need to go somewhere where we'll actually see a few more players. So anywhere in Belgium, basically. Luxembourg, that's fairly busy. Brussels, very busy. Let's go Luxembourg. It's the best price per distance, and it's not too far away. So let's do that one. Okay, see you later, man. Oh, there's someone else coming in now. See, when you're out in the countryside, beeping your horn is a nice way to, you know, just say hi to other players when they go past. When you're in the big cities, beeping is a way to tell the other players that you're not very happy with them, shall we say. You'll hear a lot more horn honking in the cities, and it won't be from friendly people who are trying to say hello to you. Let's put it that way. Thanks for following, Max. There's someone behind us again. I wonder if it's the same guy. No, it's a different guy. Someone's just followed. I will read that in a second. I need to concentrate right now because there's someone right behind me and I don't want to mess up and have them rear-end me. Right, they're a little bit close for comfort. Okay, it was Mr. Maguire. Thank you very much for following. Very kind of you. Oh! He knows me! He knows my name! The truck behind me says, "Don't worry, Saul, I'm not some randomer." So I'm guessing that's a viewer. Hello. Hello, whoever that is behind me. Are you watching the stream right now? If you are, hello. God, that sent a little bit of a chill down my spine. How do you know who I am? Well, hello. Thanks for joining me. I was wondering why you were driving very closely behind me and not overtaking, but that explains it. If it's someone watching the stream. Oh, we got a couple more followers. Thank you, Wesley Richardson and Matthew. Thank you both very much. Okay, we're going to Train Bruges. Or Steen Bruges. Look at that view. Very nice. Oh, try and stay on the right side of the road, Saul. Oh, hot air balloon. Cool. Okay, here we are. Let's see what the job is. Ice cream man. I hear the ice cream man. Oh, I don't like quarries. It's a pain in the arse to get down to the bottom. Right, where are we loading? Here. Perfect. So we're taking an excavator now to Luxembourg. Volvo. Oh, we need to sleep as well. Oh, but there's only 2 hours. Oh, shit. There's only 4 hours left to finish the job. But I need to sleep in 2 hours. Oh, dear. Well, there's a question I'm not even going to bother reading out. Oh, God, I'm stuck. I'm stuck! Oh, shit. Oh, we're rolling backwards. Oh shit! I went into the wrong gear and now I can't get up the hill. Okay. There we go. Let's just stay in third. There we go. Thanks for following, Alessio. I'm still not going to read your question out. Thanks for following, Jaco on Dartmoor. Thanks very much. Okay. So hopefully we can get to Luxembourg without falling asleep, because as soon as we finish this delivery, I will take a rest stop. Oh, whoa. A little bit fast into that corner. That's a habit of mine that you've probably noticed. Taking corners way too fast. Yeah, let's pop the cruise control on. Maybe put it up a little bit. F1 driver, says Max. I mean, at heart, perhaps, yeah, that might explain the reckless driving. I think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to need to worry about falling asleep, really. Oh, actually, yeah, we're only 48 minutes away. I was reading the wrong number. We're actually only 48 minutes away, and my next rest stop's in an hour and a half, so we'll be fine. Okay, now we're starting to get towards the busier area of the map as well, so we should start to see a lot more players about. You're actually a great driver, says Draydog. Thank you for saying so, Draydog. Not everyone agrees. I've variously had comments about my good driving and my bad driving. So... Oh, Copen, who's behind me, says Duisburg is the busiest place. Yeah, don't worry, I'm well aware. Duisburg and Calais, by far the two busiest places on the map. And we are going to go to Duisburg at some point in the stream, because I want to show you, if you aren't familiar with TRUCKERSMP, I do want to show you just how busy it is there. Too many crashes to count, says Copen. I haven't actually had that many crashes in Duisburg. I did have one the other day. Someone ran a red light and, like, proper T-boned my truck. I was very pissed off. But most of the time, it's not too bad. It depends how well-behaved the drivers are, you know. They're not all as good at driving as me. People that troll in cars are the issue. Yeah, definitely the car drivers can spoil it a little bit. And listen, look, I don't drive in real life, but I imagine that driving in real life is as frustrating as driving in Duisburg on TRUCKERSMP. I imagine it's the same level of getting angry at other people who can't drive. So, I feel like I've had a real driving experience without actually sitting behind the wheel of a real vehicle, you know? Ooh, red light. That was close, says Draydog. Yeah, regrettably, I have run a couple of red lights from, you know, just being a bit too late to stop. But that happens, you know, that's just a thing that happens. What's really annoying is when there's a red light like there is ahead, and people just drive straight past it anyway. That's the real problem, you know. Accidentally overshooting because it turns red at just the wrong moment, that's not really as big of a deal. Okay, and we are here. Oh, we gotta go all the way around. We need to be facing a specific direction. There we go. Excellent. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to have to very quickly... excuse me. I'm going to have to very quickly go AFK just while I nip to the toilet. And then, when I get back, I do need to sleep. In fact, we'll go and sleep first. We'll go to this rest point around here. And then I'll quickly pop away for just a second. Whoops, I turned a little bit early there. Actually, would I be better off going to the repair place? Because I do need repairs as well. Let's go to the repair place. What game is that called? Says Isaac. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm currently on the TRUCKERSMP multiplayer server. Ooh. Okay, that was a very close one. But it turned green right at the last second. There's a few players around here. The dealerships are always quite busy because people are always popping in to repair their trucks and stuff like that. So this is always a good place to find other players hanging about. Okay. Quick repair. There we go. Quick rest. Okay, now I am gonna very briefly just go AFK while I nip to the toilet, and then I'll be back. Dre Dog says, was that you yawning? Yes, that was my in-game character yawning. When you get tired, your in-game character yawns to just remind you that you need to sleep. Okay, I will be back in just a moment. Don't go away. I won't be long. Hello. Apologies for that. I don't normally like to go for a toilet break in the middle of a stream, but, you know, nature calls sometimes. Okay, just let me make sure. Lock back in. Right, where were we? Oh. But, oh. Sorry, TikTok Studio being stupid. Okay, and we're back in. Okay. Hello, Coppin, I'm still here. Right, let's... I've just said right about 3 times in a row. Let's find a job. So, Luxembourg to... Come on, give us something... Take us somewhere busy. Dusseldorf is very busy. Dusseldorf is a good option. It doesn't look like there's anything to Duisburg, so Dusseldorf is our best option. That's the job I'm going to go with. Let's move. Is Koppen... Ooh, whoops. Yeah, I didn't know if Koppen was still there. Just had to make sure. Okay, and we're back on the road. Again, apologies for that brief interlude. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, it is quite busy around here now. We're going to be taking air conditioners, it seems, to Reims. So let's go and load those up. Right here where Silent Tiger currently is. Hello, my friends. Whoop. Yeah, a lot of players around right now, but there'll be even more once we get to Dusseldorf, because that's right in the heart of the busy area. I have completely messed that up. Let me just try that again. Much better. And off we go to Dusseldorf. We need to be on the right-hand lane as well. Let's just cut in behind Oppa 93 there. Oh, I'm going. Sorry, Koppen. Oh, Koppen went for it as well. Ooh, risky. Proper illegal, yeah. That one was that would have been 3 points. I don't know actually. How many points do you get for running a red light? I don't know. I don't drive. Oh, is he letting us pass? Thank you. Depends on the officer, says Koppen. I guess, yeah. Okay, we're gone all the way up to top gear, which is maybe not a good idea on this road, because there's some tight corners here. But we've done it now. How am I doing for fuel? Not too badly. I don't think we need to refuel urgently. When is the next petrol station? I'll stop at the next one. Just get a top up, just to be safe. It's better to top it up when you don't need to than to wait until you do. You know what I mean? Ooh. What truck? This is the Scania Streamline R730 in colours of the Trans Pride flag, as you can see. 4 axles, 12-speed gearbox. Brilliant truck. Scott Ashton says, can you do trucking Saturday or Sunday? I mean, I definitely play those games, you know, I definitely play Euro Truck on Saturdays and Sundays off stream. But in terms of streaming, I like to have like certain games on certain days just to keep things organised. So the reason that I only stream Euro Truck on Tuesdays is purely an organisational thing. Oh. Whoa! I was coming in too fast and I accidentally slipped into reverse gear there for a second. Sorry. Sorry. I was in too high a gear again. Is Oppa 93 following us as well? Is Oppa 93 part of the convoy now? Or is it just a coincidence that they're behind us? I don't know. Oh, Coppen's going ahead. Oh, hold on. I'm going to pull in here for petrol. You can carry on, Coppen, by all means. Woo. Okay. Sorry, I already forgot what trucks. Can you say it again? Yes, the Scania Streamline R730. Sorry about the camera lag. Thanks for following as well. Can I jump on with you when you're off stream? Says Scott Ashton. I mean, you can join the, Truckers MP at any time. It's a multiplayer server, so you can hop on whenever you like. I've been playing it fairly regularly for the last few days, so more likely than not, you'll probably bump into me if you just hang around in the usual areas on the Simulation 1 server. Thanks for waiting for me, Copen. Yeah, we're definitely starting to get to the busier areas now. You will see a lot more other players around from this point forward. You can see on my little mini-map, loads of blue dots all over the place now. And there'll be even more once we get into Dusseldorf and especially Duisburg. I'm telling you, I have to show you Duisburg, just so that you can see what absolute carnage it is. But we'll get there. Just adjust myself a little bit, get comfy. Also, like I was saying earlier, I'm not sure how well my PC will handle it when we get to the busier areas. Well, not my PC, but my internet. I'm not sure how the internet will cope when we get to the busier areas, so expect to see a bit of lag. It doesn't really lag too much when I'm not streaming, but, you know, add on the streaming on top of that. Streaming eats up quite a lot of bandwidth, so... yeah, it might get a little bit laggy when we get to more laggy than usual when we get to the busier areas. Dr. Draydog said, "Sorry, I had to go for a bit. Where are you heading now?" We're currently heading to Dusseldorf. We are carrying air conditioners, and we're being followed by Copen, who is watching the stream right now. Oh, I didn't actually need to change lanes there. Well, done anyway. Draydog says, almost shat myself because of that horn. Sorry about that. That's how you communicate in this game, though, you know? The easiest way to communicate with other players is to just honk your horn. There is an in-game chat, and you can use your microphone as well, but the horn, or the classic, you know, flash your high beams, that's a good one. I can see the flag, so we're getting close to our destination. Oh, stay off the hard shoulder. Okay, I'm gonna overtake this guy. No disrespect to Nino. Oh, actually I'm not, because we need to turn off here. Ooh. Alexander, Dennis trucks are the best trucks, says Draydog. I am a big fan of Dennis trucks, yes. And Dennis fire engines, the classic Dennis fire engines. Unfortunately, Dennis isn't a brand that you can buy in this game. Not without mods, anyway. Okay, whoa, look at all those players. Okay, we're getting to a busy area now. Yep. Lots and lots of players about here. Expect lag. Expect lag. That truck in front of me, their tag says lag keep space, so I'm guessing they are on a slightly slower machine, so we'll give them a little bit of space. Oh, what's my pedal stopped? Okay, my pedal stopped working for a second there. I don't know why. You'll see a lot of messages popping up in the bottom right, by the way. Now that we're in a busier area, lots of players sending messages. Whoa, big bit of lag there from the truck in front. Just waiting. There we go. We managed to lose Copen, by the way. Presumably they're still somewhere nearby. But there's so many other people around right now, we've managed to get separated. Copen says, going to park at Cathode and go AFK, but nice to see you. Thanks very much, Copen. It's been nice driving with you today. I'll see you around. Another red light. Ooh, nearly. Looks like another very busy road ahead of us. Oh, maybe not. More red lights though. Ooh, never mind. And here we are. Where do you want it? Seriously, where? Where am I supposed to be parking this? I can't see the white marks. There they are, over there. When you're not streaming, what kind of stuff do you watch? Says Draydog. Good question. I'm a big sci-fi fan, both in terms of films and TV shows. At the minute, I've not really been watching anything, to be honest, because there's not really much on that interests me at the minute. New series of Doctor Who starting next month, though, which I'm very much looking forward to. Huge Doctor Who fan. I was literally about to say, you seem like a Doctor Who fan, says Draydog. Yeah. Like I say, big fan of Doctor Who. Always have been. First started watching it in, like, 2006, when David Tennant was the Doctor. But since then, I've gone back and watched the classic series as well and all that, and big fan. Okay, please. Yes, Dusseldorf to Duisburg. Okay, we're going to Duisburg, everybody. You want to see chaos? You're about to see chaos. I mean it. You are about to see absolute carnage, because we're heading to the Whoops, I've gotten stuck. We're heading to the busiest place on the map. If we don't get stuck on any more bollards along the way. Tom Baker played the Doctor the longest. He certainly did. 7 years, 7 series. Longest by far. I mean, there does seem to be a sort of unspoken rule about doing 3 seasons. I think more than half of them did 3 series and then called it quits. David Tennant did 3 series, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker. It looks like Ncuti Gatwa's probably going to do the same. And even in the classic series, you know, Sylvester McCoy and Colin Baker... Colin Baker did 2. Peter Davison and Sylvester McCoy both did 3 series as well. So it does seem like 3 series is sort of the sweet spot. There's been a couple that have stayed longer, a couple that have not stayed as long. Obviously, Christopher Eccleston only did 1 series. But yeah, 3 series seems to be the golden, you know, the sweet spot for most actors. Did you see my message above, says Copen? Yes, I did, Copen. Thanks very much for joining. It's been fun driving with you. I'll see you around. Okay, off we go to Duisburg. The show almost got cancelled after David Tennant's first run as the Doctor, says Draydog. Yeah, it certainly did. To be fair, the show has almost been cancelled several times over the years. And technically it's never been cancelled, even when it took a 16-year break between Sylvester McCoy and Christopher Eccleston, with the movie with Paul McGann in between. It wasn't technically cancelled in that time, so technically speaking, Doctor Who has never been cancelled so far. It just didn't get renewed in 1989, that's why it went on a break. And I think, not to speculate, because there's enough speculation in the Doctor Who community anyway, I don't want to speculate about how long Ncuti Gatwa's going to stay, or what's going to happen when Ncuti Gatwa leaves, or anything like that. But one thing that I will say is that even if it did get put on hold, the BBC are never going to properly cancel it. They're never going to say no more Doctor Who ever again, because they just make too much money off it. Not only from the show itself, but from merchandise, overseas sales, stuff like that. Like, the amount of kids' toys that they're selling, they're never going to cancel that, that show. The cancellation rumour is spreading because Shooty's quitting, apparently. Yeah, I have heard that rumour. To be honest, I am inclined to believe that it's true. Again, just based on what I was saying earlier, most actors tend to stay for 3 series. David Tennant, Pete Capaldi, and so on and so forth. They all stayed for 3 series and then moved on. I wouldn't be surprised if Shooty does the same, or maybe even this next series will be his last. I don't know for definite what he's going to do. But he's a big name, you know. He is a very big name at the moment. So you know, if he wants to move on to other projects, then that's absolutely fair enough. Oh, getting gear, wrong gear. Still the wrong gear. That one will do. Oh, that was not red. That was not red when I passed it. Come on. Don't give me that crap. Wait, am I in the right lane here? No. Oh, shit. Oh! Okay. That was my fault because I do have the barriers set to invisible, so you can't actually see the barriers, like the map boundaries, until you hit them. That one was entirely my fault. Okay, we're about to get to the really busy area now. I hope you're prepared. There it is, looming just above us to the north. The city of Duisburg. Nearly took the wrong turn there. And I'm on the hard shoulder again. Don't hit the barrier, don't hit the barrier. I'll hit the barrier. I'll hit it again. Don't make it a third. That didn't really do any damage though. $42 Okay. Yeah, so, like I say, as soon as we get into Duisburg, the amount of traffic is going to massively increase, so expect to see lots of other players around, probably quite a lot of lag as well, for which I apologise in advance, because it is going to happen. But you need to see it. It has to be seen to be believed, you know? And I think the server is pretty full at this point as well. I think we might be looking at about 3,000 players. Here we go. Into the thick of it. Okay. Are you ready? Brace yourselves, everybody. We're going in. It's already starting to lag. Oh boy. Yeah, there's going to be a hell of a traffic jam, as usual. We need to get over to the left-hand lane. Oh! And we've already got a player in front of us who just went straight across the road. Is he going to move? He is going to move. Good. I don't know what happened there. But he seems to be okay. Woo. I mean, just look at how busy it is. Look at how many players there are here. And the thing is, I don't understand why. I don't get why there are so many players in this specific place. Like, I don't understand what's so special about this city in particular, but it just attracts players from everywhere. There's always loads of players here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun. I like it. I'd rather this than have no players at all, like when you're out in the countryside. I just wish there was more of this. I just wish the players were a little bit more spread out instead of all clumping into one area, so that you never see them anywhere else. It's a red light, mate. I'm going. Okay, I've been hit. Fortunately, it didn't do too much damage, but there we go. Another thing you will notice about players on this server is they don't let you cut in. They do not like to let you cut in. What I think we'll probably do next is get a job to Calais, because that's also a very busy area, but not quite as busy as Duisburg usually. There we go. First, though, I'm going to go and get some repairs done, so let's just find the nearest repair place, which is just over the road, so we will have to go across that junction again. That specific junction as well, that's always the busiest. That is the single busiest junction in the entire game on TRUCKERSMP. Word of warning. Okay, here we go again. Usually it's not too bad from this direction. I hear lots of horns. Oh yeah, there's going to be some serious traffic here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Look at the traffic on the other side of the road, though. And specifically, look down there. Absolutely chock-a-block. Fortunately, we won't be going in that direction, or hopefully we won't be going in that direction. Because I don't want to sit in traffic for too long, it's boring, you know? Oh shit, I've gotten stuck again. Turn that off. Oh, again! This trailer is... I think this trailer's longer than my box trailer that I've been driving with a lot recently. Because I just keep turning corners and catching stuff with it. Okay, oh, sorry about that. Quick service. And then if I... Yeah, I'm thinking... check out the cargo market. Forget if I can remember where it was, I've just forgotten. Let's take a look. Let's do Duisburg to hopefully Calais. If there's anything to Calais. There doesn't appear to be, unfortunately. Okay, what's the highest paying job then? Liège. I guess that's not too bad. We could go back to Dusseldorf. Let's do Liège. Because what I'll do is we'll go to Liège and then hopefully we can get a job from Liège to Calais. Which will... Who's beeping? Shut up. Oh, hang on. I think my TikTok stream's gone down. Sorry, folks. Let me just sort that out. Okay, should be live again now. That might be because of where we are. The map area, you know. Please tell me we're not going to have to go... We are going to have to go through the worst traffic area, unfortunately. And now you'll really start to see just how bad some people are at driving in this game. I expect lots of horns honking and angry shouting over the CB radio. I mean, you can hear the horns already. This guy in front of me's got a triple trailer, by the way. Pretty cool. Didn't know you could get those. The roundabout's completely gridlocked, so we might be stood here for a while. Who's honking today? I hope you're not honking behind me there. I can't... Oh, it's not behind me. It's in front. Oh, that's... Right, okay. It's completely gridlocked now in front of me. There's literally no movement at all. We don't have space to do a U-turn either, so I'm just kind of stuck here. So yeah, we're just stuck in a traffic jam. I could do this in real life, you know. I could go out and get a car and do this for real. Oh, whoa, guy's backing up. He's moving. Very slowly, but surely. Okay, looks like it's clearing up. It's clearing up. Now's our opportunity. Go, guy, go! Go, man! Yes, come on. Whoa, what is that truck? I've never seen that before. Come on, let me go. Yes! I'm going, I'm going, I'm going! Jeez, oh my god, look at the traffic on that side. We're going to be stuck in that in a minute. We are going to be at the back of that queue. Good God. Okay, I regret coming here. I regret coming to Duisburg now. I wanted to show you just how bad the traffic is here, but it is going to be... We're just going to be stuck here forever because of how... Because it's so bad. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear again. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to shift to low range. Why is Molly Legend here going so slowly? I don't know, but I like the double log trailer. That's pretty nice. Oh, we've got to go all the way up to ITCC. That's way out. I don't think I've even been there before. That's way out of the way. I'm going. That was risky, and technically I did run a red, but I committed to it now. Okay, I'm a little bit close there, but I think we'll be alright. I mean, we're all going in the same direction anyway, because there's no other roads off from here. Oh, that's a huge factory, wow. Oh, I've just mounted the grass there. It's starting to rain. Whoa, nearly. And we're here. Let's see the job. Duisburg to Liège, that's the one. Now, where's the trailer? Oh, is it over there? It's over there. Okay. There we go. Have I got room to do a U-turn here? I don't think I do. Ooh, just. Very, very just, but good enough. Okay, straight in there. Thanks for following, Los. Thanks very much. There we go. Load her up. Thanks very much. Okay, off we go to Liege. I have no idea how long this is going to take us, because we are going to have to go right through Duisburg city centre. Lots of traffic there. We are probably going to be stood still for a fair few minutes, so be warned. What JCB is that? Says Thomas Jones. I don't actually know. Does it say on it? 245X, it looks like it says there. Yeah, C245X. It doesn't actually say in the job description, it just says excavator. Oh no, it does say. It says it's a JCB 245XR. There you go. Thanks for following, Stundler Musain. Hope I'm saying that right. It's hard to read people's names on the on my little screen as well, so I do apologise if I do read anyone's name incorrectly. I've got a JCB 245XR in real life and a 370X. Cool. I am in the wrong... I'm not even on a real road here. I've just hit a barrier. Whoops. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I've actually gone violently off road here. Again, I do apologise, but I play with the barriers invisible, so if I'm not paying attention to the map, it's very easy to accidentally drive into an area where there's an invisible barrier. This isn't going to open, is it? I've got to go through that side, haven't I? This job, I can already feel this job is going to be cursed. This one's not going to go very well. Couple more players there. See, this is what I like. I like it when there's just a few players about, you know, you drive past them. Sometimes you'll get stuck behind someone at traffic lights, you know, that's what I like. The problem is, on the server, you get both extremes. You get places where there are too many players, and you get places where there are not enough players. So you occasionally get places that are really quiet. There's no other players around for miles and miles. And then you get places like Duisburg, where you get stuck in a traffic jam for 15 minutes because there's 100 players here. And I'm not exaggerating those numbers, by the way, as you may be about to see. Oh. Someone on the side of the road there. Ooh. Didn't technically run the light. That's wild. Lots of truckers trucking, says Lucy in the Calm. Yeah, this server gets very busy. You see that guy in front of me? Vitaly 1991. That number in brackets is what number he is in the server. So he's number 1764. That means there's at least 1,764 people in the server right now. I think there's about 3,000 online right now, actually, and the maximum that the server can handle is 5,000 people. So it's actually not as busy as it gets. It gets even busier than this. That's the second time I've nearly run a red light. Also, I think I'm only like number 58 because I joined the server just after it restarted. So my number's really low. But you'll see in a minute, literally just around this corner, you will see just how many how many other players there are. Luce says, my first insight into a multiplayer trucker game, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, it's very... Sorry about that, Daniel. It does get very busy. This is, like I say, I think there are a few other multiplayer servers for Euro Truck, but TRUCKERSMP is by far the biggest. This is the most popular multiplayer server for Euro Truck. Like I say, the server has a maximum of 5,000, and it does fill up very quickly on a good day. This is actually usually the busiest time of day as well, like sort of afternoon to early evening. That's when most people are online. So this is when it does start to get busy. It looks like the bridge is quiet right now, which is good. Oh no, never mind. It's the other bridge that's busy. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. I'll keep this junction clear. There might be a bit of lag as well because there's quite a lot of players here right now, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to try and squeeze in at the back of the queue. Might as well stay in third gear, because we're not going to go faster than 2 miles an hour right now. Beat, lots of traffic, says Lucy. Yeah, you'll hear a lot of horns. Just like in real life, people get very impatient when they're stuck in traffic. So you'll hear lots of players honking their horns. But we'll try and be patient. Oh, some lightning over there. So this is pretty much it now for the next 10 minutes. If anyone wants to ask any questions or make any comments, now would be a very good time, because I'm not going to be doing very much driving for the foreseeable future. So, you know, any comments are welcome. Time to relax. I mean, it'd be a bit more relaxing if people would stop honking their horns, but like I say, people are very impatient. And yeah, I do have to keep putting the handbrake on and off, by the way, because we're on a very slight hill. So every time I come to a stop, the truck does roll forward slightly. That's why I'm putting the handbrake on every time I stop. Which you should do in real life anyway, just, you know, it's good practice. That sweet, sweet music. The horn chorus, the horn section. The Truckers Band. Symphony of Horns, says Lucy. Yep, exactly. We're also too far in to turn around at this point. Like, if we were near the back of the queue, we could just slip away, you know, do a cheeky U-turn. But we're too far forward now to get out of it. We're stuck here. And the game is lagging quite badly right now as well. I think we're getting near the front now. We're near the roundabout at least, which is towards the front. How much was your setup? Says Vanguard Drift FC. My setup was just over £2,000. The PC itself was about half of that, and then another 1,000 for everything else, including all my peripherals, monitors, etc., etc. If you check out my second pinned video on my profile, I have a breakdown video where I talk about the cost of all of my components. So I do recommend checking that out if you want to know more. But yeah, the whole setup, just a little bit over £2,000. Deep in the queue, says Lucy. Yep, we're too far in now. Oh, it looks like it's moving a bit though. Vanguard says, I'll go watch that. Nice one. Thanks for checking it out, Vanguard. Oh, we're near the front. Oh, damn. Nearly. We were nearly clear there. Okay, we passed the roundabout. The worst is nearly over. We are on the curb a little bit there, but that's okay. Once we get past these traffic lights, we're fine. The traffic lights... These traffic lights are what holds up all of the traffic in this area, because everyone has to go through this junction. No matter which direction you're coming from, all the traffic goes through this one junction, which is why that happens. Look behind me. It's not a very well designed city, to be honest, at least not in game. I don't know if Duisburg in real life has traffic problems on this scale. The light's red, man, I can't move. Oh, thank God. We're moving. We're moving. Oh God, I can't see the sun. The sun's come out behind me. I can't see my monitor properly. But I can't pause the game because we're in the middle of a traffic jam and I don't want to hold it up any further. Saw you causing traffic jam again, says Draydog. No, I didn't cause this one, I'm just part of it. What's this guy doing? Learn to drive, idiot. What are you doing? Okay, fine, you just go ahead, you just cut in front of me then. Oh, so you're not going, you can wait your turn, mate. Oh, and we're free, we're clear, we're out of the traffic jam. Oh my God, look at the traffic piling up on that side as well. Look on the minimap, every single one of those blue dots is another player. They're everywhere. This, like I say, Duisburg is the absolute busiest place in the entire server. So if you want to get stuck in a traffic jam on TruckersMP, just go to Duisburg. There's always one. It's a permanent traffic jam there. Thanks for following, George. George also says, yay, you played TruckersMP. I certainly am. It's been like 2 years since I last played TRUCKERSMP. It's been really fun to get back into it. Honestly, it's a lot more fun than I remember. But you do also have to be careful because there are a lot of players about in, there's a lot of busy areas, and a lot of the players are not the best drivers, I do have to say. I mean, my driving's not the greatest in the world, but some of the people in this server are absolutely hopeless, let me tell you. I think we need to be in the right lane, actually. God, look at all the players in the rest spot there. Man. This is what I was talking about earlier, though. There's so many players around right now, but as soon as I get to Liege, there's going to be no one. It's just going to be completely dead. And I don't like that. I mean, I get that, in real life, big cities are busier than the countryside, obviously. But I just hate that so much of the map, there's never anyone there. It's always completely empty. Like, all the players just gather in 1 or 2 cities. Which makes places like Duisburg and Calais really overcrowded, and then places like Paris. Paris is empty. Paris is... If you go to Paris in this game, we went there earlier, there was no one there at all, it was just us. Which is crazy. Like I was saying earlier, I don't get why Duisburg specifically is always really busy, but then all the other major cities, all the capital cities and that, no one ever goes there. Like, look at this. No one. That's it. We're literally, like, 2 miles outside of the city, and there's absolutely no players here now. That's it. We're on our own. And that's just so crazy to me, how quickly you just get out into the sticks and you're on your own. I am going to have to go and close my curtains in a second. There's a petrol station, so I'll pull in there. And then I'm going to just go and shut my curtains, because the sun is right behind right now, and it's not very pleasant. I can't see the screen very well. I don't want to have an accident. It's a conspiracy, says Lucy. Yeah, there's something going on. It's Duisburg specifically. That's the most confusing part about it. Like, not Paris, not Berlin, not London, even London. There's never anyone in London, but Duisburg. For some reason, Duisburg is always gridlocked. Something's going on there. It stopped raining, by the way. I can turn my windscreen wipers off now. Wrong gear. Okay, I'm going to pull in to this parking space here on the left. And then I am going to go and shut my curtains real quick. Okay. Okay, 2 seconds. That's better. That's a lot better. I can actually see my screen now. Although my hair's gone a bit... Never mind. On the road again. Oh, there we go. So, Liege, Belgium. that is where we're heading next. And I think that'll take us to half past, so we might have time for one more job. I might head back to Calais, because I want to show you Calais again as well. That's another very, very busy place. The thing is, I understand why Calais is busy. Calais is busy because it's right on the... It's where you catch the ferry to the UK, you know? So I get why Calais is busy. I don't get why Duisburg's busy. But we'll head there anyway. In fact, I might try and get a job to London. We'll get a job to London, because that'll take us through Calais. And then you can see how quiet London is before we finish. And it's ironic, because in real life, London is infamous for having terrible traffic. But you go here on TRUCKERSMP, it's silent. There's like 5 people. It defies logic. Oh, there's a couple of players about to pass us. Rude. Try to be friendly. What do you get? So what's everyone thinking about TRUCKERSMP, by the way? Like I say, it's been so highly requested for me to play TRUCKERSMP. So many people have asked me to do TRUCKERSMP on stream. So what do you think? Are you glad that I've finally done it? Do you want me to do more of it? I am open to doing more of it, definitely. But I'd obviously love to hear your feedback on it. I'm getting better at shifting gears without looking as well, you might have noticed. I've started to get into the habit. My brain knows where the different gears are now without looking over every time. Although I am a bit too high there. Thanks for following. Loves Aviation 2004, thank you very much. Now shift back up again. Looks like there's a couple of players here as well. Yeah, there are. Well, there's one player there. And there's another here. Oh, I've got to reverse it in as well. I hate reversing it in. Although, it is my own fault, because I have that as the default option. The expert parking mode. So I am entirely to blame for having to reverse it in every time. And by the way, just to confirm, in case you were wondering, whenever you're in a yard, there's no collision, so you can't, like, you just drive straight through people. When you're on the road, obviously you can bump into people, but in like petrol stations and farms and yards and stuff like that, you can't actually crash, so don't worry about Thanks for following, Freya. It would be fun doing deliveries with people. I have actually done that. I've done convoys. I've done quite a few different convoy streams. And I think you can do convoys on Truckers MP as well. So we could combine both convoys and Truckers MP in the same stream. Might be something to consider doing. GG says Lucy. Thanks, Lucy. Okay, so I'm going to do... I think we'll have time for one more job, maybe two. It depends how long they are. But if we can get a job from Liège to London, that would be perfect. It looks like we can't, though. No, well, I'm not going to Montpellier. There is going to be absolutely nobody in Montpellier. Right, outside of this area that you can see on screen now, there are no players. There are 0 players. If I went down to Spain, I can guarantee there isn't a single player in the entire country of Spain, because it's a DLC and people just don't own the DLCs. So, no, I'm not going to Montpellier. There's not going to be anyone there. I'm not going to go over this way. Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, they're going to be completely empty. There will not be a single driver in Turkey or Greece or Albania. They're all in Germany and Belgium. Literally all of them are in Germany, Belgium, maybe a few in the UK and France, a couple in the Netherlands. Lithuania, Latvia, forget it. There's nobody there. Let's do... and sorry, a little bit of a rant there. Let's do... We could go Lille. Lille's very close to Calais. Let's do Lille. Let's take a yacht to Lille, shall we? Oh, by the way, let me know where you're watching the stream from as well. That's something that I like to do in my Euro Truck streams specifically, because obviously I drive all over Europe in my streams, so let me know where in the world you're watching from. Most of my viewers are in the UK, I'm well aware of that. But I know that I do have a few viewers outside the UK as well. It's always fun to hear where people are watching from. So if you are watching from in the UK, out of the UK, wherever, you know, let me know. UK, got a couple UK. Fair enough. Daggers in the UK, yep. I just remember once, I've told this story before, but it's my favourite, one of my favourite streaming moments. Is that I was driving through the Czech Republic. I was in Bystrica, and someone said in chat that that's where they lived. They lived in the Czech Republic. And that, I just thought that was so incredible that there was someone all the way over in the Czech Republic watching my stream, you know? So that was really cool. That was one of my favourite streaming moments. And then everyone started saying, you know, where they were watching from, and there were quite a few from outside the UK on that stream, which was fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all of my viewers here in the UK, but it's just, there's something really special about hearing about people watching from other countries, you know? It feels so strange when I get comments like, oh, I'm watching this from Germany, or I'm watching this from Spain, you know? It feels really... well, it feels good to think that my content is that far-reaching, you know? Not that it happens too often these days, mind you. Okay, cargo market, yacht to from Liege to Lille. The Queen V39 yacht. Lovely. How are you doing, Saul, says Maximian. I'm doing very good, Max. How are you doing today? Doing great. Glad to hear it. Just revising GCSE. Nice one. Well, good luck. Yes, it's getting to that time of year again, isn't it? Oh, turn the engine off. That's why. It's been 10 years since I did my GCSEs. Wow. I don't like that. That doesn't make me feel good. 10 years. A decade. In fact, wait, it might be 11 years, actually. Ooh. No, wait, hang on. I can work it out. I can work it out because you take your GCSEs in year 10, right? Year 11 and 12 is sixth form. So, and I finished sixth form in 2016. So I would have done my GCSEs in 2014, I think, which was 11 years ago. That's even worse than 10 years. Oh, shit. Light's green. Thanks for the heart, me, Lauren. Make me feel a little bit better about how old I am. I'm not that old. I'm only 26. I was 26 last week, by the way. In fact, I don't think I've even updated the description of the stream. If you look at the description of the stream, it probably still says 25 down there. But I am not 25. I've aged an entire year in the last week. I'm now 26. So that's nice. Still got my indicator on. Happy belated birthday. Thanks, Lucy. Yeah, I had a pretty good day. Got some chocolates from my mum, and my dad got me a record player, which I've been wanting for ages, but I just didn't really want to bite the bullet and buy one myself. So I just casually suggested, you know, I'd quite like a record player, and he bought me one. So I've got a record player now, and I've got a few records for it. I've got a few singles and a couple of albums, mostly by Billy Joel. Love Billy Joel. The first record that I bought was a single of My Life, which is one of my favourite Billy Joel songs. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's been a long time since I listened to vinyl, you know. But when I was a kid, we did have a record player. When I say I was a kid, I mean like when I was 5. We got rid of it very, very long time ago. And yet, still, it is very nostalgic to be able to stick a vinyl on the record player, you know. So great present. Thanks, Dad, if you're watching. Whoops. Hold on. Lauren says, feel like I've aged a year in the past week too, lol. Oh, sorry, Lauren. Been busy, I'm guessing, from that. Jack says, what's up? How come there's no Oddworld on today? I played Oddworld on Sunday, Jax. I always play Oddworld on a Sunday. I played some more Stranger's Wrath on this Sunday just gone, and I will be playing some more this Sunday coming as well. We are getting quite close to the end of Stranger's Wrath now. I think it's only going to be 2 more streams and we'll be finished with Stranger's Wrath. After which we are going to move on to, I think, Muncher's Odyssey next. Followed by Abe's Odyssey, then New and Tasty, and then Soulstorm. I don't know if we're going to do any other games in between, because it is Sci-Fi Sunday at the end of the day, and there are plenty of other sci-fi games that I could play as well. So I don't know if we're just going to exclusively play Oddworld games until we finish them all, or if we'll do other games in between, but we'll see. We'll see. Jack says, I've been growing my hair out for about 3 years now, around the same. How long has yours taken? My hair has been growing for about 4 years. I last had it cut in at Christmas 2020, like just after Christmas 2020, so basically 2021 called it, and we're now in 2025, so yeah, about 4 years, a little bit over 4 years, I've been growing my hair. And I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that hair typically grows for about 7 years before it gets to like its maximum length, and then it won't get any longer than that. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is true, then I've got another 3 years of growing left to do. Who knows how long it'll be at the end of that. But yeah, I've been growing it for about 4 years now, and the result is there. It's down to my bust, as it were. But I'm very, very happy with my hair. I actually did a whole video about my hair, which you can find if you scroll back on my profile a bit. Because my hair is, you know, to get serious for a moment, my hair is one of the most incredible things. It makes me feel so comfortable having hair like I have now, especially as someone who hasn't, you know, medically transitioned or anything like that. The hair is a very big thing for me. It's a very gender affirming thing for me personally. I love my hair. When I was a kid, I used to have very short hair. I used to have it shaved, like a buzz cut. So I never even tried to grow it out. And then when I came out, I thought, you know, maybe I'll try growing it out, see how long I can get it, see what it looks like long. And here's the result 4 years later. I'm so incredibly happy with the results. And yeah, it just genuinely, I can't express enough how happy I am to finally have the hair that I do after 4 years of work. And it's still growing, so that's nice. Okay, we're coming up on Lille now. There's actually a secret shortcut into Lille by the looks of it. Or at least there's a road into Lille that I haven't fully explored. But we'll stick to the map route. Probably should have indicated that. Lille and Brussels. Wait. No, which lane am I supposed to be in? I was supposed to be in the left lane. Okay. That was a close one. Quite a few players around here as well. Like I say, this is the busiest section of road by far. Obviously, Calais and Duisburg are the two busiest cities on the map, so it makes sense that the road between Calais and Duisburg is the busiest road on the map. You can see there's quite a lot of traffic here in Lille. Show the lorry, says Danny Boy. I will show you the lorry in just a second. We're nearly at our destination, and I'll have to switch to the outside camera to park it anyway, because I'm not very good at parking from the first-person view. There you can get a little bit of a glimpse of it, but I'll give you a proper look when we get to the yard. Lots of players here as well, by the looks of it. Busy, 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 busy. Where do you want it? Here. Don't scratch the boat, says Luce. Yeah, be very, very careful with the boat. What's on the back of the rig, says F. It is a yacht. Big old yacht. So here's what the truck looks like from the outside for the benefit of Danny, who wanted to see it. It is, again, the Scania Streamline R730. Absolutely fantastic truck. Gotta be, by far, my favourite truck. I've driven this more than any other truck in the game. I own like 10 trucks, and I only ever drive this one because it's just such a good truck. I am not in the space there, so that doesn't count. I need to get a little bit closer to the right. And obviously, as you can probably tell, it is painted in the colours of the Trans Pride flag. There we go. Excellent. No damage to the trailer or the cargo. Okay, let me take a quick look then. We have 20 minutes. 20 minutes is enough time to get to Lille. To Calais, sorry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the garage, I'm going to get some repairs, and I'm going to sleep. And then we'll see if there's a job to Calais, and that will be our final job for today's stream. Oh, is he coming in? Oh, is he going to let me out? Thank you very much. Oh, my indicator. Oh. My indicator stopped working for a second there. Jack says, have you started estrogen yet? If not, are you and when? I haven't started estrogen, no, I'm not on HRT of any kind at the minute. I do intend to be, but I want to wait a little bit for a few different reasons. First and foremost, you know, I would like to be in a little bit more of a financially stable situation because I want to go privately. I'm not even going to attempt to go on the NHS because it's shocking. But also, I think with the current climate, with the current political climate and the current attitude towards trans people, that, you know, there is a heavily, steadily growing transphobia in the UK and other countries. I think, to be honest, it's safer for me to not start it until things are a little bit better for trans people in general, you know. There's so many stories of people who are on HRT right now having their prescriptions cancelled and stuff like that. I've seen people who have had their surgeries cancelled, even when they were, like, in the middle of a surgery. Like, you know, they've had the first surgery, but then their follow-up surgery has been cancelled, which is absolutely fucking disgusting, that you would cancel someone's follow-up surgery after they've already had the main surgery. But that's a real thing that's happening in the UK right now. People are having their follow-up surgeries cancelled. People are having their HRT prescriptions cancelled when they've been taking it for 3 or 4 years, and then randomly one day their pharmacy says, we're not going to give you this anymore. It's absolutely disgusting, the way that that trans people are being treated at the minute in terms of medical transition. So I definitely think, for me personally, it's a safer option for me to not start it. It's a safer option for me to not medically transition at all until there's a better political climate for me to do that. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's not to say that no one should medically transition. I'm not saying that at all. You know, quite the opposite, in fact. You know, if for a lot of people, it is a very necessary thing. For a lot of people, it can literally be a life or death situation. For me personally, I'm lucky enough that I don't suffer massively from gender dysphoria. So, you know, although I'm not very happy about it, I can comfortably not start HRT until the situation is a little bit better. You know what I mean? So that's really the reason that I'm not currently on HRT. One day I will be. Absolutely, one day it is going to happen. But that it probably won't be for a while. I don't think it's a good time, to be honest, for any trans person. But if you need to, if you absolutely need to do it, then absolutely do it. But if you are in a situation where you can afford to wait, I think waiting might actually be the best option at the moment. But that's all I'll say about that. That's enough on that topic. You gotta do you, says Lucy. Exactly. Are you gonna do any surgery, says Jax. Again, same thing. Eventually, yes. But definitely not a priority. In fact, actually, no. What am I saying? I actually don't plan to have any surgeries at all. I don't plan to have bottom surgery or anything like that. That's a whole different conversation, though. You know, I'm very comfortable with that area. Let's just leave it at that. So I don't plan on having any surgeries ever. But I do plan on doing HRT when it's a more sensible option, when it's a bit safer to do so. Anyway, back to the trucking. Flynn said, very cool truck. Thanks, Flynn. I know that was like 10 minutes ago, but I was a little bit distracted by the conversation at hand. But thanks for complimenting the truck. Much appreciated. Anyway, while I was talking, I have taken on another job, and it is another excavator. It is going to Calais, and that is where we are going to end the stream. So you will get a chance to see Calais. I like that trailer. 10-year anniversary of TRUCKERSMP. Cool. Oh, I'm tired as well. I was supposed to sleep at the petrol station, at the repair place, but I didn't. Oh dear. Jack says, sweet, I've seen some female-to-male people just use dodgy steroids instead of HRT. I mean, DIY is an option. I don't really want to comment on whether it's a good or bad option, because quite honestly, I don't know, because I'm not on HRT, you know, I don't really know what is the best option and what isn't. But I am aware that DIY is an option that does exist, and there are quite a few people out there who do it. For those of you who don't know, DIY just means getting hormones from somewhere other than a NHS prescription, basically. What's this excavator, by the way? This is definitely a different excavator from last time, isn't it? It looks like a different excavator. No, it is the same one. Oh. Strange, it looks different. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, Calais, here we come. Our final port of call on today's stream. We've done a lot of driving around today. We started in... did we start in Calais? We did start in Calais, but then I fast-travelled, I think. No, we did a job from Calais to Paris, Paris to Reims, Reims to Dusseldorf, Dusseldorf to Duisburg, Duisburg to Liège, and now we're doing a job from Liège to Calais. So we've done 6 jobs today. That's quite impressive. That's a lot more than we normally do in these streams, because I normally take longer jobs. But again, because everyone on the server tends to cram together into this one small area, I decided I'd just do a lot of shorter jobs around this area instead. And I've quite liked it, I've quite liked it. We've done, like I say, 6 jobs today. We've been very busy. It's going to start getting a lot busier again in a minute as well, because Calais is, I would say, the second busiest place on the server, with Duisburg being the first. So you will see a lot more people when we get to Calais. I mean, you can already see now the road is a lot busier than it was earlier. Hate driving in Calais, says Flynn. Well, yeah. It's not quite as bad as Duisburg, but it's pretty bad. I'm getting very tired again as well. It actually says my next rest stop is in 43 minutes, and the job is going to be finished in 40 minutes. So it's going to be a very close call. We're going to need to sleep as soon as we finish this delivery. Okay, getting very busy now. There will be some lag. Prepare. Oh, I need to be in the right-hand lane as well. I'm going in. I'm going in. Whoa! Oh! Whoops. Sorry about that, man. I'm really genuinely sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Just a very slight scrape there. Oh god, look at the blue dots. Look at all the blue dots. Oh my god. Look at that! The good news is most of those are coming out of the city, and we're going in, so we should be alright. It also occurs to me that I am actually holding up quite a lot of traffic because I'm not far enough to the left. And I can't really get any further over because there's not enough space. It's okay though. One good green light, and we should get through. Why is it lagging so bad, says Chris? This is why, Chris. There's approximately 100 other players right next to me right now. So the game is lagging, my internet is really struggling to keep hold.
Bak Eray yine sana laf geldi. Bak yine konuşmuyor. Vereceğim seni. Kanka bak. Tamam sen buradan konuş. Sessizsin.
Look at that. Holy shit. Is there someone honking behind me? Yeah. I think that traffic might actually be worse than Duisburg.
Tam kulağıma aldım. Konuş kulağıma aldım.
There's definitely... that looks like a longer queue than we had in Duisburg.
Duydun mu Eray? Duydun mu?
I'm also driving quite slowly. Let me just try and get some
Neden
speed up.
duymuyorsun herhalde? Adam yine şey diyorsun. Niye konuşmuyorsun?
Why am I not...
Sen de ona gelip bıraksana.
Eray senin
Oh, never mind. We're stopping again.
Götüne girsin Eray.
Someone's jackknifed.
Oğlum adam seni duyuyor lan beni delirtti. Ne? Oğlum o adam
What is
duyuyor
he
şu an
doing?
seni.
Konuş artık amına koyayım. Duyuyorum seni. Konuş artık.
Ha konuş.
Ha senin beynini sikim Eray.
There's quite a few people on the radio right now as well. Those voices that you hear are other players on the CB radio.
Thank you bro, thank you. Thank you.
God, look at that traffic. Oh, someone's had an accident. Oh, never mind, they just left the game. What? I'm losing power again. I don't know why. Have I got a problem with my gearbox? What does jackknife mean, says Lucy? Jackknifing is where the truck and the trailer, basically, that happens. When you turn too sharply and you end up catching your own trailer. Okay, we have made it to Calais, and it is busy again. Wow. I can't even see where we're supposed to be going because the red line has got blue dots all over it. The red line is where we're supposed to be going. The blue dots are other players. So it looks like we take the second right. Find it. Ooh, nearly. Oh my god, look at all those... Wow. This is where we started, by the way. We started the stream in Calais, so we have actually just driven around in a very big circle. Again, we went from Calais to Liège. No, we didn't. We went from Calais to Paris, Paris to Reims, Reims to Dusseldorf, Dusseldorf to Duisburg, Duisburg to Liège, and finally Liège to Calais. 6 jobs in a big circle.
طريق يا ولد.
Ooh, nearly.
ولاعة يا اخوان، نحتاج ولاعة ولا عليكم امر.
I'm trying to watch my rear end, make sure it's not too close, not too far over the junction. Oh, are you going? No, not this time. This time I'm going. This time I'm going. Oh wow, the lag is so bad here right now. There's so many people. Look at all these people. Jesus. I think this actually is busier than Duisburg. There's someone just breathing into the mic. I don't know if you can hear that. This guy Corkled literally just keeps breathing into his mic. Right, what's going on here then? Thanks for following 123 123 123. Oh, we're here. Thank God. Where do you want it? Right here, where this guy is. Oh, that's gone very badly. Oh God, I'm way, way off there. And I've gotten a ticket for not sleeping. If I didn't get stuck in traffic, I would have made it in time to not get fined for not sleeping. Oh, someone's mad. MC123 says, "Can I just get out of here? I've been stood here for 10 minutes." Poor guy. Go, he says, go! Damn, I do feel bad. Okay, can we actually get to the repair place? I don't even know if we're gonna get there because of the amount of traffic. But just before I finish the stream, I do need to get repairs and have a quick sleep. So we're gonna try and get to the repair place just to finish up. Skyrack says, "Is that your convoy?" No. Convoy is a maximum of 8 players. There are at least 80 players here right now. No, I'm on TRUCKERSMP, the multiplayer server. So, oh shit, hold on. Let me back up. Nope. Whoop. Okay, let me just go then, I guess. Imagine falling asleep in traffic, says Lucy. Luckily, I don't think you can fall asleep on the server. It won't actually let you do that. You can in single player, but I don't think it'll let you on the server. Thanks for following, by the way, Katie. Okay, who's going to be kind enough to let me go here? I don't care, I'm going to go anyway, whether you let me or not. Thanks very much. He's still breathing! This Corkled guy is still breathing into the mic. I don't... What's going on? Oh my god, I need to go in there. That's where I need to be. Fat chance. Fat chance. There's no way in hell I'm getting in there. Okay, maybe. I'm going. I'm just gonna go. I'm just... Oh my god! Oh shit. I'm in. Jesus Christ. That was horrible. Oh. Wow. Oh, come on, service recommendations. Oh, do I actually not need any repairs? Oh, well, I can replace the wheels. There we go. Right, so I should now be fully repaired. Yep. All I need to do is take a nice nap, and then we're done with the stream. Wow, wasn't that fun, everybody? Just look at the traffic here. I love this so much. This has been so much fun, genuinely. I mean, the traffic is absolutely insane here, but it's been so much fun. Wow. But sadly, we do have to end it there. I'm going to quit out of the game, just because you get kicked if you're AFK for too long anyway, so... but that is going to be it for Euro Truck for today. Please don't go away, though, as usual. I just want to say a couple of words before we finish things up. Switch over to my big camera. There we go. Okay, so thank you very, very much, everyone, for joining the stream today. I've had an incredible time. It's been so much fun playing TRUCKERSMP today. I've really enjoyed it. Murphy AE says, wearing a dress again? Unfortunately, that's where you're wrong, Murphy, because this is not a dress. It is, in fact, a... whatever you call it. It's got trousers. So, not a dress. Do I remember you? Yes, I do remember you, Murphy. This is the third live stream that you've joined of mine. I know you're like a regular viewer at this point. I know you're a big fan. So nice to see you again. But anyway, we have been going for 3 hours, so that is where I'm going to end things for today. I've had a wonderful time. Thank you, everyone who's followed me in today's stream. We got a few new followers today. Thank you all for the kind comments as well. It's been a tremendous lot of fun playing Euro Truck. Excuse me a minute. I just need to... I'm just going to block Murphy, which I should have done weeks ago, to be honest, because he really gets on my tits, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just want to say again, thank you very, very much for joining me. It's been very, very fun. I've had a great time. And I'm looking forward to playing more of this. If you have enjoyed watching me play TRUCKERSMP, I am definitely open to playing TRUCKERSMP again in the future. I'm definitely open to playing on the server again in the future, because it is a lot of fun. But I'm also equally happy to just stick to convoys if people want to see that as well. We'll see what happens. Next live stream is going to be Factorio on Thursday. I haven't played Factorio for a long time on the channel, so I'm very much looking forward to finally bringing you some more of that. So please do join me on Thursday for Euro Truck Simulator. And then there's also going to be an evening stream on Saturday, and then more Oddworld Stranger's Wrath on Sunday. So a busy week, busy streaming week this week. But yeah, thank you all once again. If you have enjoyed but you haven't yet followed, please do. And if you want to support me financially, please consider checking out my Patreon like these wonderful people. Thank you very much to Kate, Sophie, Jess, and Daniel. There's a link in my description. It only costs £1 a month, and you get access to behind-the-scenes content from my videos. Speaking of videos, I do have a few of those in the works at the minute as well. I've got a new Lego video coming out soon, another video essay, and then in April I'm going to be taking another trip to the Peak District, so there'll be another one of those videos coming as well. So thank you once again. Murphy actually created an alt account just so that he could come back to the stream and leave another comment. This guy is fucking obsessed with me, I swear to God. But thank you very much, Murphy and Murphy's alt account. They have both been blocked. If you want to create a third account and leave a comment through that as well, go right ahead. I just think it's pretty sad that you've been here for 3 weeks in a row and you haven't yet decided to just go and do something more productive with your life. But I'm not going to let that ruin the end of the live stream. Once again, I have had a wonderful time today. Sadly, at the very end, people have come in and tried to ruin it, but it's not going to work. I've had a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to the next live stream on Thursday. So once again, please follow if you haven't already. Please check out my Patreon if you want to, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next live stream. That's all. So bye-bye, everyone. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, YouTube. Very good stream today on YouTube. 34 views. That's one of my better streams on YouTube. So thank you all very much for joining me over there as well.